hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my review for Love After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 16. Ladies and gentlemen, this foolishness is amazingly ratchet and good. Okay, it's all of the above. It's ratchet, it's amazing, it's crazy, it's stupid, it's foolish. But it's also entertaining. Okay, so I'm just here to give you the entertainment because it is my pleasure. Okay, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Dun 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 dun. Okay, and all that good shit. So we have Scott and Lizzie. Scott and Lizzie both have blind-ish dates. Okay, they both have dates with separate people. Okay, not with each other. And I'm like, it's just foolishness is going to ensue. So we see Lizzie first. Lizzie at the house getting ready for the date. You know, oh, Jasmine, look at these clothes. What about this dress? What about this dress? I don't like that. I don't like that. I like that. And what she liked was a huzzy outfit. I just can't imagine why she let the huzzy outfit come on. So, you know, she like, I have a date with this guy, and it's going to be cool. So she brings, girl, I got all these candles burning. I don't get the smoke in my face. She said that she found dating apps, okay, because she found the dating apps. That's how she meeting people now. And so I made a profile, and I said I'm hiding her big boobs. I'm like, girl, she trying to find a pimp or a sponsor by any means necessary, okay? But her boobs are huge. Like, she has huge boobs. Anyway, so what she wore on the date, what she actually picked to wear on this date shocked me, okay? Now, she's sitting up in there, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. Do you see this? And she sprayed her hoo-ha, okay? This is what Lizzie wore on her dates. A little tennis skirt, you know what I'm saying? Some boots with her heels out, okay? Tits out on the table, and she was spraying herself from the rooter to the tutor, and she made sure to spray her vagina to make sure, that it smelled fresh. But I'm like, you ain't do that when you left the house? You didn't take a shower or a bath or nothing? You didn't cleanse yourself? Girl, your coochie gonna be itching. What's going on here? This is the dude she's meeting with, okay? This is her date. And I'm like, first of all, he looks like he's probably in his 20s, okay? He looks to be young enough to date her daughter. And he just don't look the age that I thought he would be for her. But I guess, like, let me start young. But some young men don't have no money. And if you're looking for a sponsor, you might need an older gentleman, okay? So he get there and then, she's like, oh yeah, I have a virgin drink. He's like, on a Friday after work, a virgin drink. Girl, what you doing? Well, yeah, I can't have, I don't want to do that because I was a heroin addict, in prison. He was like, that was his face right there. What? In prison? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was in prison for 10 years. And so I got in here. And I think the moment she said I had been in prison for 10 years and it was on heroin in prison, he kind of clogged out. I think at that point, like, how many drinks can I get in my system until it's time to go? And sure enough, they talking or whatever, the bill comes. They had their date or whatever. He's like, yeah, so you want to split this? I said, split it? You want him to split it? She was like, what? You do split it? I didn't split it. She was not prepared to split a bill, okay? She was like, I don't know about that. What we're gonna split? She was like, anybody who got to date me, they have to have their own money. Well, you can't be meeting these young dudes. Some of them don't have no money. He looked like he can't pay a whole bill. He looked like he still lives at his parents' house. Okay, it just does. Okay, now the way there is cute, but he looks like I live in my parents' house, and I'm just trying to find another mother figure to do some things for some change, but really for $25. Like, he looked like he may give her $40 for some hit. I'm just saying it's possible. So she's like, I'll give you $25 on the bill, and that, And she leaves because she's like, I can't believe that. Scott, I need guys to take care of me like Scott did. Well, the difference is Scott didn't have no money, but I mean, it was what it was. So on to Scott. Scott is on his date, not with this guy. But Scott is on a date, and he's on a date with somebody that his friend hooked him up with, okay? And his best friend. And now I'm like, oh, our best friend hooked him up with somebody. Who she hooked him up with? What's going on? And it's this nice little woman, okay? And I don't remember her name at all, but another black woman, okay? I'm like, Scott likes the black women, okay? He likes his chocolate. Anyway, they ain't sitting down there much longer as we see. And, he started talking about, oh, I used to date, what I'm saying? My last relationship ended very bad. Like, it was just horrible. It was just really, really bad. And she's like, oh, what went on? And she's sitting there, listening, like, oh, what's going on here? Now, see, but he brings about, yeah, I was dating this girl who was in prison, you know what I'm saying? And, she was in prison for a long time, and I spent a lot of money on her. She's like, like a couple $1,000s. She was like, no. He said, no, it was $142,000. $142,000. When you first told Jasmine you spent money, you said it was 90 grand. How the fuck you spend 52 more thousand? Oh God, I just don't even. Where you get the money from? You broke, Sky. You can't even afford clothes. Your teeth not even all the way fixed. You ain't even got real hair plugs. Girl, how did you afford to give her $142,000? And you didn't even sleep with her. Look, I would be okay if anybody got 142 grand out of somebody and they at least slept with the person. I mean, male or female. If a dude gave a girl $142,000, I would expect sex to happen. The same way if a girl gave a dude 140, girl, somebody gonna be getting fucked tonight, okay? Anyway, she then said, okay, that was a lot. And he said, yeah, because she was a heroin. I'm like, why are you telling this lady that she was a heroin addict? She don't need to know that, Scott. She don't need to know this. And she like, okay. And he just talking about Lizzie. So, he then bring up how when she left him, so she left you and told you because you didn't have enough money for her. She broke up with you. He's like, yeah. And she's like, but you still gave her money after she told you that. He said, well, yeah, because I promised her I would take care of her. So I had to fulfill that promise. I had to help her get started. But you not even started, Scott. Scott, you not started, bruh. I'm like, Scott is so dumb and gullible. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, that's crazy. She's like, so if if you told me you would, start me a yoga studio and we stopped talking, will you would still do that for me? He said, yeah, I would. I know it's, by golly, I know it seems weird. I'm like, Howard, we found an idiot. Let's get this yoga studio going on. How just call to some random person to get it together because Scott is a fool. And so she was like, you know what? You need therapy. I think you need to talk to someone. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you need this crab cake. I'm like, she gave that man some food because she was like, he's so dumb. He should be hungry. Okay, which probably mean he probably want to eat no food. Anyway, she was like, Scott's a great guy. He's really nice. Not for me. Not for me. I'm saying he needs to talk to somebody because, some things going on. I said, she's smart, okay? She is smart. So Brittany at the house, you know what I'm saying, red hair and all. I love her red hair. Marcelino there too. He like, where's the kids? And she's cooking breakfast and stuff and whatnot. And she seems frustrated. I've been up late with the kids, because her son is there, the new baby there, the dog there, P there, Juvenile there, Lil Wayne there, Big Time. Everybody from New Orleans is there. So it's just like it's so much been going on. I've been out of prison in exactly for a year to the day, and I crammed 10 years worth of life into the last 12 months. We got a new baby, my son lives here, we got a new dog, we bought a house, I'm a wife, we got married, like all these things. But I'm like, but you wanted all them things, mama. You got pregnant, you had a baby, you wanted to be with Marcelino. So, I mean, it ain't like them things kind of smacked you in the face. That's his life. Okay, that's life. When you have unprotected sex with a man with a penis, you get pregnant some of the times. And when you get pregnant, a baby pops out. Okay, but I'm just saying, it is what it is. So, when he come in there like, oh, this like regular, she's like, she is always up late at night with the baby and she's tired. Okay, she wants him to stop playing poker so much. I'm like, why is he playing poker so much? Marcelino come in and say, you know what I want, because she asked him, like, you need to stop playing, poker so late at night. Like, you need to find some time to play in the daytime. And he said, well, I can't do that. The games are at night. I'm looking like, but when does he work, though? Because what does he do exactly? Not like, what does Marcelino do? And he then says how he is trying to be serious about his poker career. I said, look, I don't know about poker. I don't gamble. The most I've ever done is like, play like a slot machine or whatever. And that was even a couple years ago. I'm not a gambler at all because I'm like, that's a waste of money in my opinion. Is poker a career? Because he said he is serious about making poker being a career and he has to do things to make the money because as of now, he's the sole breadwinner. She don't work. She's a stay-at-home mom. And I feel like this. I'm not saying that Brittany saying that she's overwhelmed at home is stupid. I'm also not saying that she can't complain. What I'm saying is you signed up to be a housewife. You know what I'm saying? And if he wants you to stay home and you're okay with that, then it is what it is. I do think he can help her more, but I also feel like if his job and the way they get money and pay for the house and pay for the baby stuff and pay for dog food is by him playing poker, then he has to play poker. I'm perplexed on that. I really, 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 really am. Because I don't want to see him insensitive, but I also feel like, girl, you ain't making no money. Like, you can't complain because he's working. Like, I'm like, if he playing poker the bullshit, then complain all fucking day. But if that's his job, if his job is a poker player, and that's how he affords y'all whatever, you really can't be like, well, you can't, I need you to not work as much. Okay, is you gonna make some money? Because we just bought this house. You need food. You need clothes. You need shoes. You need hair dye. Okay, you're there. I know you need conditioner. You need to buy wine for your friends. So Lamar is getting out of prison. Okay, he's getting out of prison like later that day. Or no, the next day. Okay, so Andrea and her daughter is out getting food. This is the thing that got me. Okay, where the daughter at? Let me see if I can find. Well, I can't do that picture yet. So they're at like the local store. You know what I'm saying? Like we have little corner stores here or the store that have like real food, like real meats. Okay, they have the liquor, whatever. Maybe not meat. That's like our Meijer or our Kroger or our Walmart. But they went to this little store, I'm going to say like a bodega. And then, the daughter like, this food is going to probably give us food poisoning. And Andrea said, well, this is our neighborhood. Like, we have to, make do with what we have. And I'm like, but why she acting like the food is rotten? I'm looking like the food looked to be in the little cooler thing where they usually keep food at even after they ain't on grocery store. But I mean, I digress. So, and when Andrea friends come FaceTime her. And I'm like, why y'all? Okay, if you say so. So they're like, hey girl, you at the grocery store, girl? Is it fancy? Are you running into famous people? Like, is it real fancy there? And she look around like, girl, they serve liquor in this one. They serve alcohol in this market. I say, but don't all markets? We have liquor in our CVS's here, in our CVS's, and our Walgreens, okay, at Walmart, at Kroger. It's plenty of wine and liquor and alcohol all up and through. All up and through. Okay, my daughter to me is judgmental. Because you can't be like, oh, I can't believe that, we're hearing this. And I'm not going to shop for any food that Lamar wants. And he wants you to cook food because he's getting out of jail. I'm going to give me some ramen noodles. I'm like, first of all, them prison noodles, but whatever. Anyway, the daughter brings up how I don't want to help my mom cook because, I just don't like people coming in and out of our lives. So the daughter is upset because Lamar went to jail. I'm like, but he's been in jail for months. Why is she still actively upset? Like, so Andrea say how moving from Utah to, LA in the hood of LA basically was a culture shock. I said, but why was it a culture shock? Because even in Utah and in LA, you still black. I feel like a culture shock is I'm going to a completely different place where no one is like me. I feel like girl, okay, they just sedity black folk, okay, who not used to, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of hood black folk. It is what it is. And I be like, girl, okay. So when she's talking to her friends or whatever, she brings up how, my daughter isn't doing too good with Lamar being in prison or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He about to come home and she just isn't taking things well. She brings up how Nala and Lamar, I think her name was Nala, and Lamar bonded very much so while he was out. Okay, when he got out, they got married, it was a family, they bonded very much so. She said so much that she wanted to change her last name to his last name, to my last name. And then a few days after she had that revelation of her wanting to, change her last name, he went to jail. He went to prison. He was gone for all these. I think it was like maybe 7 months he's been gone. And so, it's like she feels betrayed. She feels abandoned, and I don't want my kids feeling that, you know what I'm saying? And I am the one who made them feel that. And I'm just so sorry that I put them through that. And I'm like, is you crying in the local bodega? Is you, girl, what if you don't stop, girl, what is you crying for? Man, she started boo-hoo crying. And I'm like, what are you crying for? Calm down. And I mean like boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo crying, okay? Like, oh, my mother, I can't do this no more. And then she like, I can't do this. I can't talk to y'all no more. And I'm like, what they do? They didn't do nothing. What you hanging up on them for? Honey, she then tossed her phone into the fruit. I said, girl, get your phone off that damn lemons. Get your phone off them lemons. Look, see, this is why you got to be careful when you shop, because she threw her whole phone and just set it over there. Okay, I'm like, girl, what did you? And sat there and cried. And not only did she sit there and cry and kept crying, she went and was crying all on the, girl, why are you crying on the milk? Okay, why you all on the glass door? What are you doing, Andrea? Why is you in this, girl? I mean, she crying. Oh, I just know my daughter. Oh my God. I'm like, girl, your daughter's okay. Like, the daughter fine. She outside like on the phone talking to people. The daughter didn't come in like, Mom, it's okay. Mom, it's okay. It's gonna be okay, Mom. I'm like, why is your daughter with the bad weave? Look at this weave. Okay, first of all, it must be hot in there because the one mama forehead sweating. And then I'm just like, girl, what is going on here? I'm so sorry. If you want to move back to Utah, we can move back to Utah. Oh. I'm like, Andrea, why are you crying? Girl, I was just like, she don't sit her ass down somewhere, you know what I'm saying, up all this foolishness going on up and through. Look, I ain't saying that she can't be upset, and I ain't saying her daughter can't be upset. What I'm saying is, ain't no point you crying up in the goddamn grocery store because your man, you know what I'm saying, is coming home from prison and your daughter's upset. It ain't no point in that. Ain't no point in that. Girl, I was like, this is just some bullshit if I've ever seen it. So it's the day that Lamar gets out, okay? And she drive down. I didn't get no, it's like shit. I didn't get dressed up. I didn't do any of that this time. I just got dressed and it was what it was. And I'm gonna drive down. I didn't take his car. I'm gonna take in my car. I'm gonna go get him. And she pull up and she waiting or whatever. And then she see him walk out, but he's like across the street. And so he go to the payphone. I was like, why is she letting him go to the payphone? Like, why don't you say, hey, I'm over here? And he called her. She's like, hello. He like, yeah, where you at? She's like, oh, I'm at home in the bed. Wow, what's up? I was like, what? And he like, what you mean? Like, I got out today. Oh, that was today? I forgot. What? And you sure was? He like, yeah, I'm out. Cause she said, you sure was today? He's like, yes, I'm out here now waiting on you. And she was like, oh. All right, all right. He like, man, how long? And she like, man, I'm behind you. Like, turn your ass around. I'm over here, okay? I'm over here. So he walk up or whatever, and he's happy to be out or whatever. And just, girl, prison Lamar, okay? He brings up how he was, he was so discouraged that he went back to jail and he can't believe it. And, what I'm saying, he just didn't want to do that to them or whatever. Now, on her way driving down there, she brought up how before he went to jail, She said, I was a housewife. It was a whole family. Like, he was working. He was also going to school. You know what I'm saying? Everything was fine. I had the life that I wanted with my husband and my kids. And, you know what I'm saying? I was a housewife. I had the whole thing. She said, and then he went to jail. And she said, when he went to jail, like, things just changed. And I had to get things done for myself. She said, so I got a job. I got my license for here. I was able to drive around and I learned the city. So I'm a whole different woman. And he gonna have to get used to the woman I am. And I ain't for no bullshit this time. I'm like, okay, Andre, girl, she ain't for no bullshit. No bullshit. So, on the car, he keep like, where my car at? Why you ain't bring my car? She was like, that's your car. Where your car at? He been gone all these months and he hurt our family. Like, the car. The car. She's like, I drove my car. I drove my car. But where my car at? Like, where my car at? And she was like, we had to sell it. I was like, shit. What? She said we had to sell it. And I was like, oh my God. He like, what? I work hard for that car. You didn't work hard to not go to jail? I said, oh, girl. I said, this is a different. I said, oh. When she said, why didn't you work hard to not go to jail? I said, why didn't you, Lamar? Why didn't you, huh? So Lamar then said what happened. He says how he was out with a friend, one of his homeboys or whatever. He said the police pulled him over for no reason and searched the car, and then there was a gun in the car, and so he went to jail because he was a felon in possession of a gun, or a felon in the vicinity of a gun. So he went back to jail for that, and he did 7 more months. But now he home, and he wants to be sure the family's good and the kids is good, and they not still mad at him. He like, family means a lot to me. He seems in the confessional. Here, he seemed very remorseful. He seemed like he was very sad that he went back to jail. Even in the car, talking to Andrea, because she told him that she sold the car because they needed the money. He felt bad too, because the kids was hurt by you. I was hurt by you. He like, you broke up our family. He like, I know that. You know what I'm saying? Family's so big to me. I don't want, I don't want the kids feeling like, I don't want to be abandoned, and I don't want the kids to feel abandoned. I'm like, oh, so he like gives a fuck. Okay, he gives a fuck. And so, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, it's really, really nice. So, he also brings up how he was like, I'm worried the kids, won't be okay with me going away, and I may not be able to fix it, and I have to, gain their trust back. And so he was like, oh, I just feel so bad. I just feel so bad. And they put up to the house, and he started smiling because guess what? His car was outside. She didn't sell the car. The car was still parked outside, and she got it washed. So, you know what I'm saying? Baby Jack, and Tracy is riding in the pickup truck, okay? And Tracy is like, you know what? I want to meet your mama, okay? I want to meet your mama. And he know damn well his mama does not want to meet Tracy. And yes, they both look cracked out right now. I don't know why. Baby Jack, they clicked his hair down. You know what I'm saying? He looks very like he just, just high. And, Clint drives them to his parents' house, okay? And he makes Tracy wait outside. And Tracy like, going, make it happen, Clint. Make it happen. I want to meet your mom. I don't know why she's so, obsessed with meeting his mother, but she is. And Clint looked like he know for 100% of the fact that his mama don't want to meet her. Even if he go in there and say, Mama, Tracy outside, he looked like he know his mama not for the bullshit. So much so that he's walking up to the house, he keeps looking back to make sure Tracy ass ain't left that car, okay? Now, she got out the car and stood at the car, but she didn't, try to come in the house. And he kept looking like, okay, Tracy, don't go nowhere now. You stay on the car. You stay right there. Don't move. Don't you move. And, I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus. So Trace, like, make it happen. I want to meet her. I want to be her daughter-in-law. Like, I want her to start, trusting me. I want to make amends and all this bullshit. And so Clint like, hey, Mom, you here? Mom? He's like, hey, Clint, hi, Clint, what's up? What's going on, baby? And then he like, yeah, hey, I was just like riding past the house. You know what I'm saying? Riding past the house with Tracy. She's like, well, Tracy, is she here? No, she's not in the house. She's not even on the property, Mom. She's out at my car. His mama went to the window to look, and I told you I didn't want her here, Clint. I did not want her here. I don't want her in my space. This is my house. This is my property. I'm upset that you would even bring her near where I live. She didn't want Tracy nowhere in her damn zip code, okay? Keep her from around here. From where around here? From where around here? Keep her ass from around here. He like, well, Mom, since she's here, can you just because she really, really, really wants to meet you. Like, I know. No, Clint, I told you. She has a lot of making up to do, Clint, and I'm not going to have it. Okay, I'm not going to have it, Clint. Mama wasn't having it at all. Okay, at the all. And, her thing is, Tracy fucked up. And Clint, like, well, can you just talk to her? Like, she's my wife. She's going to be on probation. Like, can you just... And she's like, no, I tell Clint I don't want her here. So he goes out to the car. He's like, yeah, hey, like, how did it go? He's like, yeah, like, she's not in the best moods. And, if we can try again another day. She's like, okay, all right. And she gets in the car, but you can tell she's upset. Are you okay? Are you married? I'm fine. I love you. Okay. She's mad. And so in her confession, she said, I'm upset. Like, why would she not try to start forgiving me? Like, why would she not give me a chance? Because you stole her son's car and you smoked motherfucking crack. Okay? Her son called her the day after his wedding and said that you, his wife, had smoked crack, stole his car, and you never came back with the car. Like, you cost that man a whole car. She has a whole reason to be upset. And again, she don't know you. You still look like you do crack. Okay? So these two motherfuckers. It's just crazy. Okay. So we see Dada and Megan still, not talking or whatever. And his mom gets in Megan's car to talk to Megan. And the mom, like, look, you know what I'm saying? Did you and Michael have planned? Like, did you plan to be here? She's like, yes. He wanted me to be here to when he got out. Like, yes. And when he gets out, he'll tell y'all that, I'm his girl. Like, we're messing around or whatever. And then the mom like, okay. So, but he married her, right? She's like, I know that, but you know what I'm saying? He don't want to be married or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? When someone hurts you, it doesn't mean that you stop loving them. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, bitch. Ain't not nan excuse for you to still be with that man and know he married. Ain't not nan excuse. Like, even though I get her point of saying when you love someone, their feelings don't just go away. However, if they're married, their feelings won't go away. You just be hurt for a little bit until you find somebody else. You don't fuck married men. Keep your legs closed to married men. Once you find out he was married, it should have been done so. Even if you wanted conversation, cool. But you he gonna say I'm his girl. Girl, and everyone is Michael. I'm probably Michael's girl. Let me put my phone in. Let me see. Do I have any Michaels? No, I don't. I do have a Michael. I do have a Michael, but it ain't this one. But it's just like, girl, you just stupid. Anyway, so the mama like, okay, so no, Megan then say, well, you see how much him and your and Sarah argue so much. Why would you want your son to be with somebody who he is toxic? She like, look, it got worse once you came around. They argue mostly about you, and I'm like, oh, well, that's good. I don't know. I think him and Sarah argue about a lot of things. Megan is one of them as well, but I digress. So I'm just like, girl. So the mom like, look, you and him can do whatever. I don't mind. I ain't got nothing to do with that or whatever. Megan also said, no, she's not this part. She said, look, when he come out, I want to have time to hug my son, and I would appreciate if you can give me that time to do that. Like, meaning don't run up to him first. Like, give me the mama time. I'll do that. That's fine. And, at the house, like, you and Day can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't have that or whatever. So, you and him going to, figure whatever out. And she's like, I'm fine with that. I don't know why she mad at me anyway. Like, she said, Megan said something that makes sense. She said, Day knew her brother was married, and I did not know. So why she mad at me? That's true. That's very true. But I also get Day loyalty is to Sarah because she just known Sarah longer. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like Day should have stayed out of it. Like, I love my sister-in-law. But if my brother cheated on her, I'm not finna be arguing with her or the other girl. My issue gonna be with my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna, I can't pick, I have to pick my brother's side. And what that entails is, my brother, you ain't shit. You fucked up, okay, brother. No, you fucked up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was dating, I would not have picked Sarah's side or Megan. I would have stayed out of it because let them two beef and argue. Period. Let me talk to my brother because he the one that fucked it all up. So but they're young. They all young. Well, except Sarah, she's the oldest. Anyway, so the mom's like, y'all can figure whatever's out, and we'll talk about that later. Boom, boom, boom. The mama, she do say, like, why didn't Day tell me he was married or you? And she said, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, Michael make his own choices. Cool. So when he gets out, his mama hug him or whatever. His mama had on a Rockaware coat. I'm like, girl, Rockaware. I'm like, I don't, people say wear it. And I'm in Michigan. And I don't, girl. Anyway, so the mama like, your sister here, her and Megan beef out or whatever. Like, you need to fix it. Like, because I don't know what's going on. So Michael says how when he went to jail, Megan and Sarah was on Twitter beefing, back and forth, back and forth. Then his sister got into it, kind of defending Sarah, or just on Sarah's side, which then caused her and Megan to kind of go back and forth. And then now at least his sister mad. He like, it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm like, I know. So we then see Megan and Michael start talking. They go out to get some food. Cause like I got some questions for you about what you got going on. He brings up how he just never had the right moment to tell her that him and Sarah was married. Bullshit. Every time she said we was talking for 2 years. Like you could have been told me that. You could have been told me, Michael. He's like, I didn't get the chance. Like, stop lying to me. We need to talk. Not Sarah, girl. Megan keeps saying how this is some secret or something she has to tell him, but she ain't telling him. I don't know what it is. It can't be that she's pregnant. Mainly because he's been gone so long that if she was pregnant, we will be able to see it. So it's not that she's pregnant. I'm really, the only other thing it can be is that I'm talking to somebody else and I'm newly pregnant. Like I'm 2 weeks pregnant. I'm a month pregnant and it ain't yours. But I'm like, if she pregnant, it ain't with his baby. They couldn't have conjugal visits. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it was. Anyway, they talking or whatever, and he brings like, in my mind, I thought, Megan, that I can handle it myself, okay? In my mind, Megan, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking about my daughter, okay? I married Sarah for my daughter, okay? I did it for the kids, okay? The old one and the new one is in her belly, okay? I did it for the kids, basically. I gave you my virginity. I gave that to you. You had a whole wife. Yes, he did. And you still fucking with him. Anyway, she then said, well, how many other women was he? Like, what you mean? What you mean other women? Well, Sarah said that you would cheat on her in New York. He was like, look, it ain't cheating if me and her ain't even together. And I'm like, I mean, technically that's true. But you're still a cheater. Even if that's true, you're still a cheater and this is bullshit. So, do you love Sarah? He's like, yeah, I love Sarah. Oh, you're in love? In love? No, I'm not. I'm not in love with her, but I love her. You know what I'm saying? But we toxic and I know it. Okay? We be beefing and I know it. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have got married or whatever. Oh, so you gonna get a divorce? Yes, once I get situated. I'm like, that means no. That means not really. That means I'm gonna say yes to you, but I'm gonna say no to Sarah later on when she talk about it. So we see Megan drop him off, and cause she can't go in the house to his mama's house, and so she got a hotel and she gonna be in town for a couple of days. And so she said she gonna, hang out with him and stuff and do that and do that. And, but can't nobody stop me from coming to visit him. I'm like, girl, yes, they can. That's not your house. That ain't even his house. Okay. So you can't make it seem as if you can come visit him there. If you do come visit, he can come visit in the car outside, but you don't go in the house. Just don't do that. Anyway, so who you gonna call when you leave here? He's like, I'm gonna call Sarah. I'm going to call my daughter. I'm going to do that, okay? I want to be honest with you. And she's like, well, make sure you call me too. I'm like, bitch, call me too, girl. Meanwhile, in New York, Sarah in New York, and she all upset. Mainly because his sister, Day, called her and told her that Megan picked him up from prison. I'm like, his sister messy. His sister messy. His sister making shit worse. His sister snitching. And I feel like Megan is right. Day now all of a sudden want to be honest. And, you know what I'm saying? Why? Well, you could have told me he was married before. Because you knew I was messing with him. Like, we was on 3-way calls or whatever. But I digress. Anyway, so Sarah pissed. Because she know. And when he called her, he don't know she know. Because he don't know his sister done snitched on him. She's like, so what you doing? Where you at? You have your little girlfriend all that? He's like, hi, Sarah. Like, what's all this hostile stuff? What's going on or whatever? You're calling me. You was with that bitch all day. You were gonna not continue to make me look dumb. You can't keep playing me over. You're your girlfriend. And she's rightfully upset because she did not know he was still messing with Megan. But Sarah, you're dumb to keep talking to him. You was stupid, because even if it wasn't Megan, it would be somebody else. So she just feels foolish. She feel like they made me look dumb as hell on film, because as I'm talking about him and saying he better not be with her, he's with her at the same goddamn time. And so, so Megan's your girlfriend now? Like, he like, look, I got out, I went out to eat, I told her I was gonna call you, and now I'm calling you. We can have a civilized, I'm saying, calm conversation. I'm saying, we ain't gotta be all this, whatever. Like, I don't care. Fuck you. And she like hang up the phone. I'm saying, she brings up the whole time he was locked up. She been helping or whatever. So now you telling me you was done with her, and this, she's having the whole fit, and he acting like he don't get why she mad or why she hostile, but she also don't know, the sister said, like, y'all was together all day, so you can have that fat bitch. I'm done. I'm like, Sarah, I need you to stop calling Megan fat, because even before you got pregnant, you weren't skinny. So please stop calling Megan fat. And Megan has a nice figure. Truth be told, she's a plus size. Yeah, she's a thicker girl. But don't act like, bitch, you not fat too. Anyway, so you playing me, you playing her, you playing her, boy, you playing me. No, he playing y'all both. Okay, like a violin. Okay, all them through. And he like, look, you want a divorce or no? I was like, oh shit. I mean, not the or no, but I mean, do you want a divorce? And she was like, what, girl? They crazy. Like, I did not mean for this to be so long, but it was just like, I was so confused about so much that I don't feel bad for Sarah. I don't feel bad for Megan. I think they're both stupid. Even though Sarah is his wife and she has every right to try to fight for her marriage, she married somebody who she knew wasn't shit. Okay? Not shit. And for Megan, I care for him. Girl, he's still married and he still ain't shit. And even if he divorced Sarah through you, he won't be faithful, because he's not a faithful person. He isn't. And he young and full of calm. Girl, he gonna knock you up next. But I digress. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna end it here. Peace.